Game number 1, everybody. Towers of Doom. We got Chili Mountain against the MC Academy. Another best of 2. We are at the Masters Clash. So we're down to the top 8 teams, as already explained, and we're playing that round robin best of 2 setup. Towers of Doom, the first map here today. If one of the teams locks in 2 wins, they get 3 points. And of course, if they tie, then each team walks away with 1 point for the leaderboard. We currently got Lucio banned out. The Vikings are banned. It's actually kind of funny to me because in the last game where we saw Chili Mountain, aka team, it was Quaza who played the Vikings on Towers of Doom, and now they are banning them. So apparently they don't want to go up against that same playstyle. For me personally, I kind of find a little bit sorry about it because I love to see the Vikings here. It was actually kind of fun. We got Brightwing as the first pick. And yep, let's go for it. We already have our double pick coming in. So what are we getting from Dino and his boys right now? You can of course go for the side lane immediately and lock in your, well, in this case the Haka. Blaze would have been another great choice that can easily rotate between the lanes here. And today they are, yeah, Masquerade is actually here. They're here in full force, so we don't have a sub player, which also means they don't have to do these role swap things that they had to do the last couple of times they played. So Dino can play his Sylvanas, doesn't have to play Tyrael in the main tank position. So, yeah, we have, with the double pick incoming for the MC Academy, an opportunity. I always miss Nagrom on the team. It was so weird, like at the beginning of the season they were all talking about how Nagrom couldn't play for like nearly 6 months. Then he played in every single game, and now at least for this weekend he's been missing. I'm not quite sure if he now has some obligations. I think initially the idea was that he has an internship or something. But at least for this weekend he's been missing. I mean, this is a pretty long round robin, so there are just weekends where certain players are not able to make it because they have other obligations. We had, I think it was Masquerade, who had to attend a wedding at some point. And to my knowledge, he was pretty mad with his wife for missing out on it. Or his future wife, but yeah, he's still here. He's, by the way, not married. I wasn't serious. People are gonna be, oh my god, I didn't even know. But yeah, so Anubara gets banned. We got our Hanzo and we got Blaze. So since Quaza decided that he's going for the Haka here and plays the global card, which allows him to participate in the fights at the bottom a bit more, we have Blaze picked up by the MC Academy. So the Baguettes with Hanzo, with Brightwing, and with Blaze as we're starting off. Ban on our big boy Nubarak. And Anduin gets banned. No Anduin for Banana. Could still get an Ana here though. With Sylvanas that would already work slightly. More curious what Ultralisk is gonna pick. Genji is up. Could also head into, even into Carrigan if he wanted to. They can pull that off if they want, but yeah. Okay. So, we got Diablo, Malfurion. Already a lock into a root. The Haka can come in with a tongue. And what are we getting for the final double pick here? We need a frontliner. We need a tank. And a bit more damage wouldn't hurt either. Tychus and Garrosh. Alright. Yeah, a bit of CC. Oh, Ultralisk with Medivh, okay. We asked and here's the answer. Medivh Ultralisk, game number 1, Towers of Doom everybody. Let's go, first map in the best of 2. Chili Mountain in blue on the left side. We got Dino on Sylvanas, Ultralisk on Medivh, Quaza on the Haka, Banana H on Malfurion, and Masquerade on Diablo. It felt like lately it was mainly Dino playing the tank for the Masquerade, being a busy boy. Had to be replaced multiple times, and they played with a sub, mostly with Modcheck, who these days seems to be the go-to sub for the Masters Clash. Haven't seen him today yet, though. Vetters on the right side of the map for the MC Academy is playing Blaze. We got Cookie on Tychus, Panda Colada on Hanzo, Warren on Brightwing, and we got Camembert on Garrosh. Okay, so let's get this thing started and have also a bit of a look out for what Ultralisk is going to do here. Yesterday we had Hazu playing Medivh, and he was able... No, wait, was it Hazu? No. What am I talking about? It's not Hazu. It wasn't Hazu. Limu was playing Medivh. There we go. That was a bit of a weird mix-up. Yeah, Limu played Medivh on this map, and he was very quickly done with his stacks. I think he completed it at the 6-minute mark. Did only die once, and that was right at the beginning when he had 5 stacks, I want to say. So Ultralisk is already getting targeted and nearly doesn't make it. Has 11 stacks, and they're all just trying to guard him here, since they know that Panda is trying to Hanzo him. But yeah, Ultralisk needs to be careful. With 11 stacks already, you don't want to lose them just yet. So is he going to be able to complete his baseline quest? That's going to be the big question. Now, of course, there is a clear favorite in this game. Chili Mountain, aka Team is going to try and lock in another 2-0 victory. I think you saw it earlier in the standings that we have them in the #1 spot pretty comfortably. No, Brightwing is down. Ultralisk! And he dies as well. Ultralisk is dead. Oh boy. Yeah, another quick look at that in a second. Let's see if they can get a kill against Camembert. And yes, indeed they can. So guys, here, check it out. Ultralisk with the 12 stacks is in the big fight, and then they kill Brightwing. He tries to escape and gets murdered. So 12 stacks already gone. It was a good try. Was a good attempt. So yeah, they went for it, they tried it, and it didn't really work out for them. So there it is. Stacks gone. Yeah. Now, with that said and done, we get on level 4, the bigger they are. We have also Indomitables, the standard talents here on the side of the red team. It's actually a little bit weird to call the bigger they are the standard talent. I guess it still is, because that's how initially you just build your Tigers. But these days, we've seen a lot of Master Assassin because of the passive. We've also seen a lot of attempts to simply go through in the rhythm, increase the minigun duration a little bit. At least some of the players like to do that. But a big brawl here happening regardless, as multiple heroes on the MC Academy are incredibly low, but the kill went against Diablo. He was the one who was taken down. Okay, so already pushing through the bot lane a bit. Triple Altar is up, and Vetters is starting to channel. I think we're going to see that easy 2-1 split. Nobody's going for the early triple. So yeah, that's not happening here. But either way, as the next shots fired, they're all moving towards the bottom altar, trying to get some hits in here. Dehaka already tunneling in the back and trying to distract them as best he can. And yep, off we go. Here comes a little bit of a hit in. Dequaza, careful, stun, thanks to Blaze and his jet propulsion. And there's the kill on Sylvanas. Now we got 8 stacks for Medivh. He's at least still alive, so Ultralisk made it, but with one of their main damage dealers gone, holding the altar is going to be a lot more tricky. Now the Panda Colada on Hanzo is also fairly low, so that's another one. Ultralisk, no, not again! Ultralisk! Oh, run, baby, run! The stun and the grenade. They're farming him at this point. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. The poor Sword is getting farmed over and over again. So now we have 2 altars in favor of the MC Academy. It feels like Ultralisk is really unlucky when it comes to his Medivh plays. Every time when we're like at 30 stacks or so, I'm always looking at him and I'm like, okay, let's see how he dies this time. So there it is. Right now we have already hits against the blue team. I mean, again, Medivh obviously it doesn't hinge completely on his baseline. If he doesn't complete it, you can still make a decent game. You can still assist your team with shields, with portals. You can make a lot of plays there once that you have your ult. But of course, it is much more impactful once that you got the Arcane Rift completed. This is really helping you a lot. But as it stands, it's going to be very tricky for Ultralisk to pull that off. Normally, the goal is to attempt doing that before level 10 is being hit, because then coordinated attacks with heroic abilities are extremely successful in getting a single target destroyed. Makes the game a bit more dangerous. Right now, this is gonna become tricky. So, yeah. But either way, we have, as it stands already, Dino... Oh! They get another one. They really don't like him. They see Bird Boy over here and they're just like, yeah, screw that guy. So he's down. They're also killing Diablo and the MC Academy, everybody. Damn. MC Academy is doing work here. I mean, what a start into the game. 6 kills, 2-3. Yeah, Panda Colada and his boys are already moving down to the bot lane now with the pumpkins to try and break through that wall. The altar is in a decent spot for them. They got the early level 10. Immediately popping Odin to try and get as much out of the situation as possible. Brightwing also for disengage with the Emerald Wind here. And this is really an interesting opening. Now, again, blue team is still the favorite. Yes, they tend to troll a little bit. And they are very much so ahead in the standings. So they can also do that if they want to. But right now they have a nice composition, and after level 10 I expect them to go a lot more ham with it. And there it is already. They're going for the first kill. They take Garrosh down. They drop Malfurion as a counter kill. They try to go for Dino too, and he gets Hanzo. Dino got Hanzo, but they also got Tychus. So it's that blow for blow play between the two teams. But the gap in experience has been closed. Chili Mountain is a bit behind in points on the core, but this is still something they can very easily recover from. So yeah, there it is. But then again, we have them moving topside to push the lane out a bit further. By now it's 7 stacks back on Medivh. Just as a side note. Oh, he has something to lose. The Quasar hasn't died yet. The Quasar sitting here is like, guys, what the hell are you doing? Both of the side laners, by the way, haven't fallen yet, even though they participated in quite a few fights. Yeah, 8 kills to 5. And the blue team is just looking for some battles where they can coordinate. The drag is already in. They're forcing the bunker of Blaze as they're dragging him deep into the team. Nicely done. Okay. And let's see what we're gonna get here now. We got at the bot lane still another altar coming up. This time it's a double altar that's gonna spawn. Another half level and 13 is ready for the MC Academy. The arrow is missing completely though, but they're going for Medivh again. And here comes the Apoc. Medivh is dead for the 4th time. Ultralisk. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, bro, but go back to your Kerrigan, please. I would have loved to see a Kerrigan instead here. They had not a single time a successful combo with Leyline into Apoc. Wasn't even attempted, honestly. Now both of the altars have been taken and fired, which means 20 points against 36. And the MC Academy is just playing out of their mind here. They are half a level, a little bit more even ahead, and lock in the early level 13, so good for them. And Chili Mountain is starting to struggle. This is, of course, still Towers of Doom. It's a late-game map. Always has been a late-game map. If you're able to get some momentum in the later stages, then you always will be able to have a pretty big impact here and maybe turn the game around. This is the 6.5 out of 10 map in the pool. But this is a good lead, too. And they're getting more kills. They're taking Diablo down. They remove his souls. The level 13 advantage is working for them. Blue team is struggling. They clearly are. Honestly, on top of my head, I think they haven't lost a single map yet this entire season. So, have they? I don't think they did. They might have lost one. I'm obviously not quite sure here. But if they lose here, then it's either the first one or the second one. Something along those lines. But we're not there yet. We're only at level 13. Arrow missed again, by the way, but they are pushing this way past that bell tower. They really want it, and they're getting it too. So the bell tower is in, and finally we got 13 for the blue team, so they can fight with even talents. But they have to somehow play around this now. They got Sylvanas, that always makes it a bit easier to reclaim one of your bell towers, or maybe push that one. Of course, it also will help a comeback if they get some kills, and then can use Sylvanas to push the structures down. So that's something to keep in mind. But, well, as it stands, we now have the move for the bunker. Vetters is getting attacked here now too. And they make the play for Malfurion. Banana! Emerald Wind is out. Banana with the portal! And he gets away. Sneaky bastard, unless there's a grenade. Hanzo's dead. Grenade? No! The shield was there anyways. This time Ultralisk paid attention. I think he's pretty much given up on getting his baseline done. But we got the kill for them against Hanzo, and then they saved the rest of the team. There's still a single altar. Another good drag. Brightwing coming in. But that's a real problem now for Camembert. He gets ping-ponged around. He's absolutely bullied by the entire blue team. And it should end up with a kill, especially now that the portal has been set up against him too. So down goes a Garrosh. He's been eliminated and 3 shots are fired. Now, that's obviously a little bit more of a consolation prize than anything else. 3 shots is not going to help them to close the gap anytime soon. We have now 20 against 33 points on the core. But it's definitely a step into the right direction, and it's going to help them to close that experience gap slightly. And they have to take some map control now. That's why we're having Sylvanas headed for the bottom left, trying to recover the bell tower now. 16 coming up for the Academy is, of course, another problem that they somehow have to deal with. But yes, here we are, starting to make a play for that. The Haka at the top, again, the Global is going to help them to stay in touch, in experience, but they still have to fall back a little bit because they are absolutely unwilling to go up against an opponent that has level 16. So, more control for the Academy. I mean, what they're trying to do is obviously they're attempting to snowball this. Don't let go of the control that you have in the game. Even if you have to take a temporary setback, always try to fight back with these talent advantages. Exploit them as best as possible and never really allow the opponent a breather. That's the way how you can take Chili Mountain down here. And with Masquerade getting killed, with the arrow connecting, and a potential follow-up, they're just looking good here. That ley line by Ultralis saved the day for sure. That definitely saved them right now. The blue team is still waiting for level 16. Now they're trying to escort those pumpkins through. They have a triple altar phase coming up. And that could be an absolute disaster now for Chili Mountain. Because, again, they are lacking bell towers. It's a 3 versus 5 situation. Pumpkins get destroyed, but a little bit of time was also wasted here. 16 versus 16. That gives us the evasive fire. Brightwing with the channel, Blaze with the channel. It's 10 points off the core of Chili Mountain. 1 pumpkin made it through, and now the barrage hits, and it hits hard. Single digits. 9 points against a 30. Yeah, Chili Mountain, they have a problem. They definitely have a problem now. So, here we go. They're starting to push the bot lane. Once again, bit of vision has already been granted. Towards the... They can't retake the bell tower, even with Sylvanas. Chili Mountain is waiting for that one fight, you know, where they can just come in and really unleash, get some kills, and then start a snowball and bring this back. But unless that happens soon, they're gonna lose this game. There's a double that's coming up next. Double altar, and the boss is up too. So there's quite a bit that you can do if you want to get ahead here. And if you take the pumpkins at the bot lane, for example, set them on route and then go towards the top, you could definitely try and go for a 2-pronged attack here. But once that they started to move back, the attack immediately commenced. The problem is really that Sylvanas is pretty much the only damage dealer at this point. I mean, who else is there? Nice dodge on the arrow. I really like how they're always making sure that they keep an eye on Hanzo and they don't let him connect any of his arrows here, or at least very few of them. Quasar has single-handedly decided that he's going to be the one to save the team, apparently. So he's trying to take at least the top bell tower, which would help them a lot. Only 50% of the HP left. 50,000 damage for Sylvanas, 59,000 for Tigers. And the Haka still hasn't died. Neither has Blade, by the way. But here we go. Starting to try and go for the altars again. Bell towers are being converted. Quasar is... I mean, he's really trying, but he can't get it. He needs to wait a little bit longer. They're attempting the flank on Tigers. No, the ley line. The altar channel. Look at this. He's sneaking it in. Quasar, you sneaky bastard. 3 shots fired, and they can take their own now. That was nicely done. That was actually really well done. Now they're down to 8 points. 1 additional pumpkin made it through. But they didn't even have to sacrifice a single one of these altars. And now it's 8 points to 24. So those were some pretty cool plays. I mean, they have to make them... yeah, it's pretty much the only thing that they can do. And it's not really an easy thing for them to pull off. But they're doing what they can here. Cookie gets attacked. Cookie, 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 cookie. And Dino is being destroyed. Dino dies, and oh boy, that's the end of Brightwing at least. They might be able to go for the cookie after all, and he crumbles as we get Masquerade moving in from the side. Panda Colada also low. There's a portal, baby, and Ultralisk gets the kill. It's a triple! Triple kill, everybody, and another big hit as they're going for Camembert. He's on the run. Is getting stunned into the bell tower. Another stun straight into the wall, but he still might be able to make it out. But this is the moment. This is where you can turn it. They have taken an experience lead. It's 10 kills to 12. And still the attempt of Quasar to take the top bell tower. They're definitely going to retake the bottom bell tower. So now you can start to get a bit farther ahead here. But we'll see if they can pull that off. Keep in mind, Sylvanas has died in that fight. That's one of the reasons why they couldn't instantly go for those bell towers and reclaim them. So it's still going to be a 5 versus 5, but they have level 20 now. They've taken some of the bell towers, which means it's a 4 versus 4 situation again. And on top of that, we also have them with the top bell tower nearly destroyed. So this should be their altar. They still have the leading experience. They have level 20. So that's the moment right there. I like the move that we're seeing from the MC Academy though. And Quasar sees it too late. Quasar sees it too late. That was a smart move. That's 4 shots fired. Malfurion gets obviously the channel. So it's 4 shots by each team. Seems like that bell tower might fall now. And that gives us a 5 versus 3 situation. So even if at this point the MC Academy gets another altar, they don't win the game automatically. They only have 3 points here. So that momentum is still being built. And yes, Chili Mountain is trying to fight back as best they can. Bit of a side note that probably is not going to make a difference here, but just saying, Ultralisk is at 18 stacks. I'm just saying. No additional comment. 18 stacks for Ultralisks. These 3 could make it through. There's nobody moving to the top right now. That seems like Tychus is actually going for it. But that also means that the Haka could move to the bot lane. Now they're letting it through. That's 3 shots that they're just going to accept. Pumpkins make it through. You can see it on the minimap. Shots are being converted here, so they're down to 17 points in a second. Alright, alright. Yeah, this isn't over yet. This is not over yet. There is still a significant lead for the MC Academy on core points. That is definitely true, but they're starting to lose control of the game. They're starting to lose control here. That's a huge problem. Yeah, already the attempt of Brightwing. I mean, obviously level 20 going into the intensive wins. We're having an exchange in bell towers now, or nearly. Cookie is a bit late, so they can now transition into the mid lane if they want and try and deal with this one. But boy, it's a close one. Very, very close one. Quick rotations now. Could try and go for the middle bell tower too, but there's 30 seconds until the altar's up. And of course the goal would be to claim both if you're Chili Mountain. 20 versus 20 in the moment of truth. Can they win it here? Can they win that fight? 4 points on the core against 17. That's the situation that we're finding ourselves in. So here we go. Leyline, a poke, and the combo is perfect. But they need the lock and the damage. The arrow from Hanzo might have just saved the day for them. Even the ult on Malfurion as he goes for the Twilight Dream here. Quasar gets flipped into the opponent's team and he dies. The first death on Dehaka. Dehaka is down for the first time. They're still trying to somehow control this. They have gone for their own altar. It's 4 points to 12. But can you get it here? Can you save it? 5 versus 4 battle. Well, not quite, because Cookie's at the bot lane trying to retake this. Keep in mind, if he retakes this and they get the altar afterwards, then they win the game. They go for Diablo. There's the portal, and they claim it. Brightwing is very annoying right now with that low cooldown on the winds on the ult, because the portal control is real. That's very good portal control. And now you can't lose that altar anymore. Now the Haka is going to be back in 20 seconds, but you have to buy that time, because now it's 4 versus 4 altars. If you lose that one, then the game is over. So this is Chili Mountain fighting for their life in game number 1. They cannot lose this one. They have to be super careful now that they don't die and that they go for the interrupts. So there's the portal. He moves back again. The Haka is back. The Haka is back, and Cookie is dead. They crumbled the Cookie. The Cookie is down. Tigers has been eliminated. The big tongue over here and the APOC. This time the setup wasn't as perfect, but they still get the kill against Garrosh. It's a 5 versus 3. They want to go for Warren. They can't get him, but the Panda Colada gets caught. The shots are fired. Guys, it's 4 points to 8, and Brightwing dies as well. Brightwing is dead. Boss is up in a minute. And we have them moving in for those bell towers. Oh my god. The comeback is real. They pulled it off once again. They haven't won the game yet, but it's looking really good. They are aiming for the barrage at this point. Push to the bot lane in an attempt to get another bell tower converted. Sylvanas is already helping out. Quasar started to do some damage at the top, but Vetters is doing his best to ensure that this bell tower doesn't fall, that they still have that one bulwark against the opponent. There are, of course, now camps that they can take, so they can go in and take the pumpkins here and remove even more shots. Everybody's falling back. The game isn't over yet, and the red team is still ahead in core points, but it is just incredible how much Chili Mountain has been able to close this gap between the two teams. We now have 32 stacks also on Medivh. Let's not forget about that. Maybe Ultralisk is going to complete it after all. But this is exactly what I talked about earlier. This is the comeback map in this game. Late game momentum is everything. Absolutely everything. And now the boss gets attacked. Talked about the timer earlier. Boss is going to be taken, and then it's going to be 4 points to 4. We're going to be even Steven here in this game. As a final altar emerges, whoever takes this altar will win the game. That's what's happening here. Nothing else matters anymore. Nothing else matters. Whoever takes the altar will win the game. That's where we're at right now. This is the final fight. This is what it comes down to. This is what matters the most. Can they maybe even cheese it with a good ley line? Just slow them down here. They might try to, but the push is happening already. There's the approach against Quasar. He gets away. Here, Quasar. Masquerade, they're both waiting for the CC, and the big red button getting unleashed by Tigers. Hanzo with more than 100,000 damage already. There's the drag, Brightwing, the arrow! Here it is, the play, but the ley line ruins everything. The APOC, and they miss the timing, but they still go for Tigers, and he's dead. Tigers is dead, and they want more. They go for Camembert, they want to kill the bunker. And Warren, he's barely able to escape here, but they're falling apart. They're trying to get at least the Dehaka kill, and even that doesn't work for them. Hanzo down, Brightwing down, they're killing all of them. Banana gets interrupted, but they're chasing Camembert on his Garrosh. This is game. Nicely done. Even the mid lane is getting attacked here. They're celebrating already. Dehaka in the middle of the map. They're going for the kills down here, and with another quick hit from Masquerade, they are able to take them down. Quest completed for Ultralisk. Nicely done. Nicely done. And that is a game. GG. The shots are fired, and the 1-0 lead for Chili Mountain in this series. Well played.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Battlefield of Eternity! Okay, game number 2. Crazy first game. Great comeback. Very nicely done by Chili Mountain. Well played. So, what are we getting here? We have... I mean, with this map... I still wrap my head around a little bit what we saw on the last one. I always expected them to come back at least a little bit, but I honestly questioned if they could win the game, but they did. They won the decisive fight. It was a fun one though. It came really down to one single altar. And now as we're heading into Battlefield of Eternity, it's always a question of how do they start things off with. Are we getting, for example, a Hanzo? Are we going to get a Li Ming here? If you get a Li Ming, then immediately could go into an Ana for the nano boost. So, yeah, we'll see. Targeting supports on the blue team. So we got Anduin banned out. We got the ban on Lucio as well. And the final ban against Chili Mountain. I love that Blaze is banned. They're looking at the Quasar and they're like, no. No Blaze for you. You've seen this before. And there's the Tracer ban. Okay. It's always a question who has first pick, who has first ban. So yeah, we get Rhaegar this time. It's gonna help you a little bit with the damage on the Immortal, and is of course also speeding up the process on every camp that you want to take thanks to the Lightning Shield. But the MC Academy, I think they're probably a little bit frustrated here. They played so well on the first map and they were still not able to lock in the victory and give themselves another point for the ranking. Maybe if they can channel all that wrath into game number 2, they have a shot of putting one on the board. There's Liming for the Immortal damage, for the poke from afar. And they are the ones that are running the Haka now. So we could see Urel, for example, for Dequaza. That would still be a very good hero for them. Hogger also up, just saying. So we've seen Hogger taken quite a few times on this one too. But if you don't want to go down that path, then Urel would still be a very, very good option. And one that Dequaza has picked a lot in the past year. Here comes Hanzo, and we get Masquerade for the second time in a row on Diablo. So technically, if they want to go for a combo, they could go Hanzo Arrow into Diablo Apocalypse. You see that very rarely, though. That doesn't happen a lot. At the beginning, when Hanzo was introduced, you saw it a little bit more. But once that teams got a lot better at watching out for Hanzo's Arrow, it wasn't that popular any longer. I can only assume, by the way, that Ultralisk is just sitting there and is like, no. No matter what we do, I am not playing Medivh again. Give me something that I can kill with. Give me a Maiev, give me a Karrigan, give me a Genji. You can go double Shimada. Whatever. But keep that Medivh away from me. One game a day is enough. Alright, Greymane gets also banned out, so there's no poke. I mean, with Greymane you have also a lot of Immortal damage, of course. That's where Hanzo is going to make his mark for Chili Mountain. Team. But for Camembert is also another question. What are we going to get as a main tank? I haven't seen any good combo with Zarya and Garrosh in a while, and it's always sad because it has fallen off. It has fallen off for a long time, but it's always kind of fun when you see it. And this was like the go-to map for the plays. So we have Garrosh, we have Karazim, but I personally would be still surprised if we're actually getting Zarya. I would like it, but yeah. Ultralisk, that's the bigger question. Ultralisk and Dequaza. So still Urel, a good option. Both of the side laners that I mentioned earlier would be decent picks here. But then we also have Ultralisk, and here, of course, they could go into a triple frontline. One of the reasons why Imperius was played, because they did it before, and the MC Academy knows that full well. Ultralisk with Sylvanas, and there is Urel. Okay, nice. Sylvanas and Hanzo for the damage, and we get Dequaza on Urel. What is Cookie gonna play here? Cookie. Okay, come on, unleash the Cookie Monster, my friend. What's the weapon of choice? I mean, the only frontline I could see is Zarya. Outside of that, it's just going to be a damage dealer. It's Maiev. Alright, Maiev for the damage, for the tether, for the CC. Battlefield of Eternity, map number 2 in the series. Let's go, everybody. It's Chili Mountain against the MC Academy. Chili Mountain in the lead in the best of 2. The MC Academy on the right side, of course, trying to at least get 1 point, but now we're in Battlefield of Eternity. Dino on Hanzo and Ultralisk on Sylvanas. We got Banana playing Rhaegar, Masquerade on Diablo, and Dequaza on Urel. To the right side of the map, Vetters on Dehaka. We got Warren on Karazim, Cookie on Maiev, Camembert on Garrosh, and Panda Colada is playing Liming. So, let's get the show on the road and see what Dino can pull off. This time it is not him that plays Sylvanas, but we actually have Ultralisk, and he is trying to pull it off at the top. Dehaka is the only one that's currently there. Yeah, so they are trying to get at least some damage onto the structures. Down at the bottom of the map, they're still hiding a little bit. Dehaka has now started to move out, and they're still playing this little hiding game topside. We got the Redemption now on level 1 for Hanzo. Have at the same time Dehaka also with the Essence, and already the damage is in. There's the drag, Ultralisk gets right away hit, and they're still getting structural damage in. So they're bursting through the tower pretty easily, whereas at the bot lane the poke has continued too, as the MC Academy was trying to get some damage connected as well. But as it stands, one tower is down, gate has also halfway been destroyed, and Ultralisk is still sticking it out here. So Ultralisk is still here, still trying to do his thing. and helping them out, but Maiev has joined the battle, so it's a 2-3 split for both teams at this point in time. And the action at the bottom of the map is already continuing as they're trying to go for Masquerade. But Diablo is still fine. He's still Gucci, is able to get out of this one. A little bit of punching from Karazim. But right now, it's just an attempt to get some structures destroyed. That's pretty much what both teams are currently trying to do. Try and move in, take a couple of the structures down. Of course, the play for those camps is another one that becomes more and more important at this point in time. They're already battling it out at the bot lane for exactly that very reason. And don't forget that Maiev is now rotating down too. So this is going to be a 4 versus 3 for at least a short period of time whenever this is happening. Yeah, Masquerade gets tethered, but Rhaegar shutting that down quickly. And with that rotation that we now have, that also means that down here it is a play with a 4 versus 3 that allows the top to not only go for the camp, but maybe do even a bit more structural damage on that wall. So it was an immediate move by Sylvanas and by Yrel. And they might get a kill on Camembert too. He's keeping himself alive. Yen gets the assist, of course, also from Karazim, but the kill against Garrosh still happens. And that's first blood in the game. So, first blood accomplished. Pressure at the top has destroyed the entire wall, and they're going now for the fort. And that is a lot of damage, especially since the camp is coming in. Nobody is helping out Vetters. They at least get a Diablo kill down at the bottom of the map, but that's a huge problem, guys. They are taking this thing down. This is way too much damage. Even if they're abandoning the attempt at this point, it would be totally worth it. I mean, both of them have at least some ability, but they want to get it. I love how Quasa's being left alone here, but he takes it. If he dies, who cares? That's a Yrel death for a fort. You take that in the early game. Anytime. I mean, that was ridiculous. And they're also pulling ahead on the objective simply because Dainu is playing Hanzo. So there's another big hit happening. Looking really, really good right now. That's actually crazy. Like, that is such a lead now. 2 kills to 1, granted, but everywhere else things are difficult for the MC Academy. Losing that first fort so early, definitely a problem. And now they are poking this one from afar. Halftime show victory any moment now for Chili Mountain. Yeah, Panda, Vanna Colada is trying to get a combo connected with Li Ming time and time again, and Masquerade is just looking to see if maybe he gets a good angle on her. But as it stands, yeah, good luck with that. Halftime show has been locked in, and they have another shot at Garrosh. But the Quasar is also a bit low, has to be careful here too. Jumps in deep, and that's a kill. Rhaegar takes down Garrosh, and they might even get Vetters with the Haka. He's able to move away, but now it's 2 kills to 2. They have no main tank at this point. And the Immortal is gonna get murdered on the left side very easily by Dainu and by Ultralisk. The 2 of them have absolutely no problem. Nobody's even contesting it. It's just an attempt to reduce the bleeding and somehow reduce the shield, and that hasn't worked either. If they can get a kill here, that would be a different story, but now both of those globes have also been taken, and guys, this could even mean that the bottom fort falls too. You have still Sylvanas that is helping with that push, and with her assisting, this is gonna make this entire endeavor so much more dangerous, and they are already on the way to showcase exactly that. So, yeah, good luck here. This is not gonna be an easy defense, especially with the Hakan out at the top. We got level 7 talents for both of the teams, but they are struggling. Yeah, they definitely are. So the wall is falling quickly. Shield at least has been removed, but the help of Sylvanas is making it possible to go for the fort regardless. Now, the Masquerade is very low, and they are pushing them back, so it seems like they're going to be able to defend this after all. But it's definitely a bit of a close call. I mean, right now it's down to, what is this, 20% HP? So if at any point Sylvanas can rotate in with maybe one more hero, they should be able to take it. Nice structural advantage now for Chili Mountain. Nicely done. But yeah, so the next play for the bot lane. Here comes a quick play for the camp, and they are fully committing. Yrel isn't here. It's a 4 versus 5 for now. And they are taking it. And Rhaegar is dead, but 1 kill, and he can't take Camembert. Li Ming is dead, but so is Garrosh now. Got Hanzoed by Dainu. It's a 3 versus 3 at this point. What an awkward fight. Quasar comes in late, but that also means that he's still fully charged with HP and can easily hold the position and claim the camp for the team. And now, of course, this is the opportunity that they've been looking for to take the fort down. And they are going to take it. Nobody is even trying to defend. They know that they can't really. Only Li Ming is now here, but once that the camp is able to reach the fort, this is gonna be it. Now, that could still be a kill though. So they're going for the Quasar, and he gets the heal, but he's still not out of it yet. Is able to jump out. The fight continues. Sylvanas, by the way, doesn't give a fuck. She's at the top and just goes for the next camp. Tries to get the Khaldor en route before the objective is in play. And of course, that will give them also some added experience. They're already very close to level 10. But look at Camembert. Everybody is so close. They're just brawling. They're just brawling, brawling, and brawling. 50 hit points. 50 hit points. Dainu wants the hits. Can't get them and nearly gets another one. Oh boy. The arrow. And he gets the stun, but not a kill. Instantly on level 10. He quick locked it in. Sylvanas is just using her PhD in PvE at the top lane. Taking camps. Destroying minion waves and going to eliminate a few more structures. The gate is already down. The endless brawl here. It's ridiculous. 4 kills to 4. Level 10 is in. Mind control has been taken by Sylvanas here. And there's still a camp at the bottom of the map that is pushing against the keep. So yeah, the MC Academy is definitely in a bit of trouble as they are trying to defend. But now they have level 10, so they're trying to go and save the Immortal. But good luck with that. First of all, you got camps on each lane. Ooh, that's a nice one. Taunt, hello. Can they get Masquerade? No! Uh-oh, there's a nice disc. But the Ancestral, it's too late. Diablo dies, but he had the souls. He'll be back. He'll be back, and they take the Immortal. And as long as Rega can survive... Okay, no. Rega's down. So that at least helps them a little bit with the defense. But at the top, this is still going to cost them another tower here. Not the end of the world, don't get me wrong. But they got to deal with the Immortal, which is still at 100% shield. And they are catching Dehaka. He wanted to try and go up to the top lane, and they're getting all caught here all of a sudden. Rega isn't here, but who needs Rega? There's the barbecue, and they're taking Karazim down. Goodbye. Oh my god, they got a triple kill out of this. They got a triple kill out of this play. And now they have mad Immortal value. Look at this. Fully engaging without the support, not even needing him. Just going straight in for the kills, taking Karazim down, dropping Garrosh, and then Maiev dies too. So they're still chasing on the left side of the map. And Panda Colada is eventually going to fall here, obviously. But the same might be true for the keep that still gets attacked on the right side of the map. Li Ming is dead. And this is a bloodbath, an absolute bloodbath. 8 kills to 6 and level 13 for Chili Mountain. They drop the keep, and guys, if they get more kills here, they can go for the core. If they get another kill or two, they can definitely go for the core. Li Ming is still not back. It's another 10 seconds. And I know we're ridiculously early in the game. But the core will definitely take some damage. The only question is, can they finish it right here? They have the talent advantage. And everybody's already dropping low. And that core is falling. Cookie is down. Rega came in with a bite. The Ancestral on Sylvana, saving her. The core at 50%. This is not looking good for the MC Academy. They're losing Camembert, and they're losing their game. Karazim is dead. The Immortal is going in for it. 13 kills to 6. Full 5-man team wipe as they end game number 2 and take the series without losing a map.